Going on, everybody? It's Wade's word of the day. Wade's word of the day. Come on in the room. Let's talk. Come on in the room. Let's talk. Come on in the room. Let's talk. Thursday night, man. Come on in. Let's talk. Let's talk. As you come in the room, make sure that you like and share. I need you to text tag and tell somebody it's 8 p.m. and it's time for Wade's word of the day. Who's hanging out with us tonight? Who's hanging out with us tonight on this Thursday night? Hey, I'm going to do Andre Barnes-Lee. What's going on? Good to see you this evening. Good to see you this evening. I'm going to do what I ask you all to do all the time, like and share. So I'm going to do that same thing. Let's talk. Let's talk. All right. I see Shakira Wade has made her way in the room. What's up, beautiful? Duchess Scott, good evening to you as well. Melissa, what's going on? Good to see you this evening. Thank you for coming in the room. Thank you for coming in the room. Man, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Come on. Everybody like and share tonight. Everybody like and share tonight. The word is cliche. Cliche. Yeah, we want to talk about that tonight. We want to talk about that tonight. Make sure as you're coming in the room, not only you're saying hello, fear, let's talk, but that you're also greeting and welcoming one another into the room. Come on in. Come on in. Let's talk. Who else is hanging out? Let's talk. Who else is hanging out with us tonight? Come on. I need everybody to like and share. Ray, what's going on, my brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. That's good to hear. I'm trying to make sure I get it right this time. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Melissa, I appreciate that I got it right. Come on, like and share. Come on. We want to blow it up tonight. We want to get everybody in the room. Rodney Manning, what's going on, brother? Thank you for coming in the room. Come on, like, share, and comment. That's what we do in this place. Brother Ray, thank you for the sound check. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's what we do in this space. Like, share, and comment. We want you to be engaged. Audrey Barnes-Lee, what's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Good to see you tonight. Mon Dukes has made her way in the room. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. I see Lori Thomas. Lori Thomas has made her way in the room. Good to see you tonight. Good to see you tonight. So what's going on, man? It's Thursday night. Man, there are a litany of things I could talk about. But when I started out this week, I said I really want to keep it, Yeah. There's a litany of things I could talk about tonight that I feel like I need to talk through. But I'm going to stick to the script tonight and try to work this word that my producer gave to me. She worked so hard to help us to put this together. So I want to stay on script tonight. But we definitely need to be praying and lifting up one another, encouraging one another. We live in a state of flux. In other words, things are shifting and moving so fast. Before we can get over one thing, we see another thing. And that can be challenging on our mental. And so we got to make sure that we're doing the heart work, not the hard work, the heart work. That's simply working on our mental as well as our physical, as well as our spiritual. Somebody ought to say, I know that's right. We to balance and deal with all of the things that we're seeing in our world today, we got to make sure that our mind is right. Because if our mind is not right, we will lose our mind. We got to make sure that we stay plugged in, connected to He who knows all things, He who sees all things, and He who does all things well. And then we got to work on our physical. Man, I had to look at myself and I had to, hey, listen, I got to get this back right and tight, if you will, because it's true. If you feel good, you'll be good. You'll be good. Somebody ought to say, I know that's right. So come on, like and share, like and share. Y'all know why we come into this space. Really, we getting healing. We don't come to tear down. We come to lift up. We come to encourage you, to let you know that God, in fact, will get glory out of this. We come into this space to inform you. We don't shy away from the things that's happening in our world. We want to face those things, address those things head on. In this space, we don't laugh when it ain't no joke, and we don't sing when we don't hear no music. You're picking up what I'm putting down. We shoot it straight in this space. And in this space is a healthy space, a space where we can all come together and share, if you will. So I'm thankful and grateful to everyone who has made their way in the space tonight. Look, in this space, we look at our negative self-talk and our fears and our haters, all of those individuals and things that would try to stop us from moving in purpose, for fulfilling the call and the destiny that God has on our life. And we say, we're going to show up in space anyhow. And it's critically important in this season that we live in, that we are challenging our assumptions and we're challenging our fears, and we're saying, nope, we're going to show up in spite of you. Thus we say, hello, hello, hello. Somebody ought to take their finger right now and just type that in for your boy. Just say, hello, hello. That's right. Karen Gallon, I see that you've come in the room tonight. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Is everybody picking up what I'm putting down? Are you understanding what I'm saying? That's what we do in this space. So let's go ahead and get started. Here we go. It's Wade's word of the day.
Man, it's 8 o'clock. Grab your smartphones, log into Facebook. It's time to get ready for Wade's Word of the Day.
The word, yes you did. I heard a word one day. I heard a word one day. One day when I was going through, God spoke to me. Yes he did. And this is what he had to say.
Hello LHBC, it's me, sir, and it's time for Wade's Word of the Day.
You did. I heard a word one day.
Hello, are you ready for the word of the day?
Every day you cared for me in a special way. You are the reason why I'm here today. I was made to bless your name. I bless your name. Oh, I bless your name for everything that you've done for me. You spoke to me. You spoke to me.
Let's get ready for the word of the day.
Man, it's Wade's word of the day. Come on, check in. Tell me how you feeling tonight. How you doing? I mean, what's most important to us is that we would be good in mind, body, and soul. So let's check in tonight. How are you feeling tonight? Hey, I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging in there in spite of. There's some things that are challenging as I look at the world, but I'm showing up. Janine Harris, what's going on? Come on, let me know how you're feeling. How you feeling? How you feeling tonight? Let's check in. We always try to check in. And then we'll get started. Cliche. As far back as 1911, human beings have been using cliches. That's true. You know, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Yeah, that one particular phase came into existence in 1911. And I'm going to give the definition, and the definition is simply when a phrase or saying has exhausted itself. It is no longer relevant. It becomes tired, trite, if you will. And when it gets to that space, it's called a cliche. In other words, we begin to use certain phrases when we don't want to put forth the energy, if you will, or dig deeper to find a greater meaning or greater sentence. It's just easier to use a cliche. Karen Gallen, we're praying for you. Malicia, we're praying for you as well. But here's the reality. The truth is we all use cliches. Anybody ever use read between the lines? Cliche. Play your cards right. It's an uphill battle. Better safe than sorry. One of my favorites, some of y'all probably even heard this, maybe this Midwest thing, you know, scary money is safe money. You can't judge a book by its cover. Low-hanging fruit. All of these phrases are cliches. The grass is greener on the other side. You know, ignorance is bliss. I could go on and on and on. We all use cliches. And as I said, it's defined as something that has become tired, a stale phrase, something that is overused. It has lost its impact. Think about that definition. Let me say it again. Tired, stale, overused, lost its impact. What's going on in your life that has become cliche? Tired, stale, overused, lost its impact. It used to be fresh. It used to be creative, full of imagination. But now it no longer has its creativity. Somebody said cliches are what you write when you don't have the energy or the inspiration to think of a new way to express an idea. Can I suggest to you this evening, Wade's Word of the Day, can I suggest to you this evening that maybe the way we do things have become cliche? Here's the reality. It's so hard to change. Even when we look at, in the context, the church and some of the things that we do, have some of those things become cliche? Has the pandemic exposed some of the cliche things that we were doing? Even in terms of our politics, have some other things become cliche? You know, tired, overused, lost its impact, used to be creative, full of imagination, but has lost its creativity. Could it be that maybe we're doing certain things simply because it's comfortable? We've always done it that way. Maybe even some of the terms that we use and we're hearing being thrown around. How is when a person of color carries a gun in an open carry state, they're a thug. But when a non-colored person carries a gun in an open state, he's considered a patriot? Could it be that maybe the terms that we are even using to define ourselves and the phrases that we're using to define ourselves have become cliche? One of the things that I've been sharing in all of my spaces is that we have to change our language. We've been using the same terms, saying the same thing over and over and over, to the extent that some of those things have become tired, overused, lack imagination. I heard one megachurch pastor say it like this. He said when the pandemic hit and his church was forced to go into a virtual context, he discovered that he had all of these people on staff, and none of those, and a lot of those folk, in the moment when they really need to show creativity, they couldn't imagine a new way. They had been so accustomed to doing it one way, the thought of stretching their mind and thinking differently shook them. That's what we're seeing in our world. Some folk are so afraid of discovering and seeing the possibility of something new that we stay with the tired, with the overused, with that thing that no longer has any creativity, imagination. Cliche. Maybe some of the things that we even say in church, do in church, have become cliche. Yeah. We discovered that we could still have church and not necessarily have to dance the way that we were accustomed to dance, that we thought that we weren't having church unless we danced. We discovered that the preacher could just look in the camera and speak and open up the word of God and say what thus saith the Lord, and not have to add all the extra on the end, and people could still be delivered, set free, and have an encounter with God. That's right, Rodney Manning. Be open to explore new ways of thinking, new way of doing things. One of the things in some of the groups that I deal with as it relates to social justice, I'm saying, listen, all I'm hearing is the same thing. Maybe our methods have become cliche. Maybe we're not getting the impact or the penetration that we would want within the context of the communities and the people that we're trying to reach, because we aren't doing anything new and fresh. We're just trying the same thing over and over and over. Have you ever worked for a company or been a part of the school system, whatever it is? And it seems like at the change of leadership, they always come in with what they believe to be brand new ideas, but you sit back and you say, man, the last guy tried that. So they're not really trying anything new. And the pandemic has come to us in all of these spaces, how we educate. Maybe your tried and tested cliches don't work any longer. You got to discover something new. It's challenging us to think outside of the box. Even in terms of how people work and operate as it relates to business, we've been challenged with that prior to the pandemic. Oh, we can't have everybody working from home. But the pandemic has come and it's proven to us, one, people ain't got to be working every day of the week. Two, people can get their work done without the boss breathing over their neck. That we grown enough. Yeah, we grown enough to work still be supervised, but yet in a virtual context. Somebody ought to say, I know that's right, because some of y'all sitting at home saying, ooh, I'm so thankful I can work from home. But not only that, have our methods and how we deal with one another become cliche. You know, only worry about yourself. Yeah. Has that become cliche? As long as I got King Jesus, I don't need anybody else. Is that even biblical? Is that even true? I know the songs sound good, but it's not biblical. Because God created us for relationships. Yeah. Has that become cliche? When do we get to the place where we discover that it's all right to reimagine, to rethink, to rediscover, to think again, to look at the problems of the world and see greater possibilities? Now, what I used to love about medicine is that doctors used to do research and try to cure diseases. Now is try to discover pills. Okay, maybe I shouldn't say that. Y'all gonna get it in the morning. Maybe that's become cliche. Maybe we should get back to maybe finding cures and not just trying to find a pill that we can sell to folk. Where we're just raising up zombies, where we're just making it so that people can manage through the day, not really thrive, but just manage through the day. Somebody ought to say, I know that's right. So some of the things that we have done have become cliche, tired, old, worn out. But can I suggest to you, even as I think about that there are some things that will never become cliche? Never become cliche. Yeah, I know our methods can be cliche. I know that how we operate can become cliche. I know our discovery process in terms of looking and seeing things differently can become cliche. Some of the phrases that we use can become cliche. Word up. You remember how that was in now? It's gone somewhere. But can I say tonight, because there are some things that will never become cliche, like kindness. Yeah, like treating somebody the way that you would want to be treated. Yeah, kindness, just simple kindness. Saying hello, common courtesy, saying hello, waving. We can't high five, but we can wave. We can't hug, but we can say how you doing. Simple kindness never grows tired, never wears out. Compassion. The Bible concerning Jesus says over and over and over, and he had compassion on them. Yeah. Compassion never wears out. This is what causes Jesus to go into a place where people have been lame and infirm for many years, but he walks in that place because he had compassion on them. This is what causes when the lepers come to Jesus, that Jesus heals them because he had compassion on them. This is what causes a blind man to come to Jesus, and Jesus gives him back his sight because he had compassion on them. This is what causes the woman with the issue of blood to seek out Jesus. This is what causes my man to climb up in the tree, because he wants to see Jesus, because Jesus showed compassion. And compassion will never become cliche. Mercy is another thing that will never become cliche, because we all need mercy. Grace, we all need grace. It'll never become cliche. I need grace, you need grace. Grace, that's it, that's all. Anybody in the room tonight thankful that grace has not become cliche? Yeah, those are some things that will never become cliche. And can I tell you something else that will never become cliche? That I don't mind saying this for the rest of my life. Yeah, I don't mind saying it for the rest of my life. Yeah, I said I don't mind talking about this and saying this for the rest of my life. The story about the death, burial, and resurrection. That'll never be cliche. I ain't never gonna get tired of somebody saying they laid him in the tomb on Friday night. He laid there Friday night. He laid there all day Saturday, but Sunday morning. Sunday morning. He got up with all power in his hands. That ain't gonna never become cliche for me. What can wash away my sins? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. Will never become cliche for me. I know it was the blood. I know it was the blood. I know it was the blood for me and you and us. One day when I was lost, he died on the cross. I know it was the blood for me. Do I got anybody in the room tonight who would agree with me tonight and say, I know that's right? Some things are cliche, they tired and they worn out, but ain't nothing cliche about him dying on the cross for all of my sins and all of my iniquities. Ain't nothing cliche about the fact that while I was yet a sinner, Jesus died for me and you. Ain't nothing cliche. Yeah, about the fact that love lifted me when nothing else could help. Love lifted me. They hung him, they stretched him wide. He hung his head. For me, he died. That's love. But that's not how the story ends. 3 days later, he rose again. That's love. That's love. That's love. Yeah, there's some things in our lives that have become tired, unproductive, no imagination and no creativity. But there's something about the name Jesus. Yeah, I said there's something about the name Jesus that will never be cliche. Man, I'm out of here. I'm done. I'm done. I appreciate y'all hanging out with Pastor Wade on tonight. That's right, Lady Secure. That's love. That's love. That's love. That's love. Anybody thankful and grateful for that tonight? That'll never become cliche. Love lifted me. I love you, Jesus. Y'all know, I worship and adore you. Just want to tell you that I love you more than anything. Yeah. Yeah. Jesus went to Calvary, save a wretch like you and me. That's love. Yeah. How many of y'all know? Yeah, that'll never. That's love. Mm-hmm. Man, I'm done. I'm done tonight. Man, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me on tonight. That's right. It's the sweetest name I know. There's something about the name Jesus. That's right, Rodney Manning. There's something about the name Jesus. If you really believe that, I dare you to send up some hearts and some likes on tonight. Yeah, right in the room, right where you are, that you know that'll never become cliche in your life. Because there is, in fact, something about the name Jesus. Yeah, that's love. That's love. Man, it's Thursday night. Listen, I know there's a long weekend coming up. Listen, I need you all to be safe. I'm probably going to be traveling. Tomorrow evening, but we're still going to pop in. We're still going to pop in 8 p.m. Meet us in the room. Tell somebody, meet us in the room. It may not be in the same format, but we're going to, for a few moments, we're going to connect on tomorrow, but I may be traveling. It's a long, that's right, San Antonio. We're going on the road with you. On the road again. Audrey Barnes, I appreciate you. We appreciate you getting connected with us. So listen, so we will, in fact, we'll be on location this weekend for everything. Sundays with LHBC. Did you see that? This Saturday we'll be in a different location because we're on the road. We'll be on the road, and so man, I'm excited to. I see Mom Dukes is in the room, and I'm excited to see her and my pops this weekend. So we're excited about that. Y'all pray for us and all of that good stuff, right? That the Lord will traveling grace. But we're excited to go and hang out with them this weekend. And so we're going to be on location. So make sure you tap in. Make sure you tell somebody. Alfie Birch, what's going on, Rev? What's going on, Rev? I'm going to be in your town, man. I'm going to be in your town this weekend, man. Maybe we can connect. Social distancing and all. I don't know how y'all getting down there, but, you know, around here we rocking the mask, you know, and all that stuff. So maybe we can connect or whatever, talk about some things. But definitely excited to hang out a little bit with Mon Dukes. So we'll be on location this weekend. If something changes, obviously, you know, we reach out, check out the LHBC online community, and we'll make it do what it do. All right. So let's see if we can close with this, close with this. Here we go. Y'all let me know if you're feeling it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Let me know if you're feeling this right here. Let's see.
Put your foot on the floor.
Yeah, this little churchy right here. Yeah, choir sound. Here we go. Come on, put them church claps together. Here we go. It's Thursday night. Hey. Yeah. Just wanted to give you a little church. Come on, here we go. Yeah. You see I'm doing that church? Hey.
It's dawn. Dawn. Already. If you believe,
Hey.
Lord, it's
See I'm doing that
dawn.
little choir hop. Hey. Thank you, Rodney. We appreciate you, Doc. We appreciate you.
Come on, clap your hands and say it. It's dawn. If you believe it, clap your hands and say it. Dawn. Already. And in the atmosphere. Lord, it's dawn.
Hey. Man, I gotta get out of here. It's Wade's word of the day. Y'all know what it is. We come into this space not to tear down, but to lift up, to encourage you, to let you know that God, in fact, will get the glory out of this. Hey, whatever you ask of the Lord, consider it done. Hey, just a little church tonight. Come on.
Why don't
Hey.
you clap your hands while
Come
I
on.
encourage the house? Can I encourage you tonight?
Come on. Right where you are. It's all right. It's all right. Come on.
Sopranos,
Hey.
I decree, and I believe, God.
Definitely gonna do that, Audrey Barnes. Man, I gotta get out of here. But I'm feeling this one. If you're feeling this one, come on. Clap your hands. Come on.
Household, walking in favor, and believing for greater. God,
Talk to you all real soon. Hey, walking in favor. Come on.
walking in favor, and believing for greater.
Hey.
Tennis, it's my season. And I believe, God. It's my season. And I believe,
All right, Audrey. Come on. I'm trying to get to this part right here where they get ready to rock it out. Because I'm feeling this. Hey. Hey, I got to go. I really got to go. Hey, I'll talk to you all real soon. Everybody be blessed. Tell somebody, text somebody, tag somebody. Tell them, hey, every night, 8 p.m., Wade is in the room. Wade's word of the day. Peace, everybody.